Scorpio, welcome to your reading with me, Adrian Nelson, and this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. It's from May or mid-May until sort of mid-June, but you do know that I've got a weekly reading for you as well, and this is just sort of covering a broader sort of period for you, but do check in every week for your weekly readings, okay? So let's see. I'm making my silly little inside joke today with everybody that your tarot reading is going to start off with an oracle card. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's see what we have for you in an oracle card. And we're going to look at your recent past, how you got to where you currently are, what is coming towards you. Let's see what... Oh, you didn't see that. That card just jumped. What is it? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Scorpio... you've got inner peace. So for you, maybe for some of you, you feel you've been going around in circles. You maybe feel that life has been overwhelming. You feel like, oh my goodness, you know, where am I going to go next? What is it going to feel? How's it going to be? This card comes to let you know it's a beautiful confirmation that there is wonderful, amazing inner peace that is coming about for you. Okay. The messages that I share with you, I am a psychic, I'm intuitive message that I give you. So I channel them along with the collective consciousness that I've been working with for many years, and they call themselves Smile, which I recently found out to my absolute greatest amazement is actually what you would call your higher self, but it's really a future version of myself. All right. And so beautiful inner peace that is coming about here for you, Scorpio. What a wonderful message. Just if that's something that has been a concern for you, I encourage you to open your heart to that message and just to embrace it in all of your arms in such a beautiful way. Isn't it just amazing? Okay, I'm using this beautiful deck of cards, Tarot of the Moon Garden, which was a gift to me by a beautiful friend of mine. I'm so excited to use them. Let's see what we've got for you, and then we're going to clarify to see what we've got coming for you. All right. If you would like to have a personal reading with me or you'd like to work with me, I am a conscious living practitioner, which means for me, it's really important to focus on getting that consciously, having that flow with you to consciously work with life, and I coach others how to do the same as well, you know. So maybe if you've recently had a spiritual awakening, or you've had some questions in your life, or you just want to align with that beautiful version of you that you can be, that is something that I am very, very passionate about. And I'm just smiling because I was clarifying your cards and the Magician came out and the Magician came out again. So if there is something that you are passionate about, you know, really living your greatest expression of life, it is such a... I think I'm so honored to be able to do the work that I do. It means so much to me. It's such a beautiful, wonderful thing. Overall energy for you, Scorpio, you've got a Page of Pentacles. All right, so this is about new ideas, being open to a new way of living life, of experiencing life, of expressing yourself in life. Maybe you've had a new idea for maybe a new shop that you want to open, or something that will work better for the greater good and for yourself and for your collective and your, you know, maybe for your family or whoever it is that's, you know, really important to you. But for those of you that had those wonderful new ideas and you were like, oh, maybe I can do that. Maybe that's a cool idea. Maybe there's something over here. There is definitely something over here for you, which will bring you profound inner peace. Okay. In your recent past, we've got the Seven of Swords, you've got the World, and this is the card that really made me smile for you, which is such a perfect card for you, Scorpio, which is the Magician. I love that. I loved it for you, because for many of you, you really, really, really deserve it. Now, you may be experiencing life a little bit upside down at the moment. You know, it kind of feels like, you know, I don't know, if somebody maybe give you like a kind look or just a hug and you just kind of get a little bit of a break in life, you may actually feel that you may just burst out into tears just for that relief, because, you know, for some of you, you may be feeling so overwhelmed by life at the moment. And I can see that. I'm going to clarify that for you, but we're also going to look at what's coming towards you, because it may not feel that way at the moment. And sometimes when life is so overwhelming, we feel like everything is such an isolated event right now, but there's actually a lot of good that's coming from this situation for you, and I'm really grateful that I actually get to share that with you. So in your current energy, there's the Death card, there's the King of Swords, and you've got the Tower. So there is that overwhelm that I'm speaking about with you at the moment, feeling maybe very out of sorts with many things out of the moment. But we're going to see why it is that you are having that, and what is the purpose of that, what is the opportunity that is giving us. I'm just looking where. I thought it does. Look at that. My trousers got a hole in it, my sweater. It's been actually having it there for a while. Oh, there's another one. This is a very old sweater. I love it very, very much. I am completely unashamed to declare that I actually stole it from my mother. Didn't take it, I stole it. I sneaked it out of the house. So nice and comfy. Energy coming towards you. You've got the Three of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Six of Cups. Such a beautiful energy. So when I look at this for you, Scorpio, remember, I'm also giving you the messages like a semi-channeled message as well. But and that's how I like to work. But so I see there in the recent past, so there were many sort of fights and a lot of things that don't really sit that comfortably with you. That I feel for many of you, you've really taken some time, really deeply looking at your life, looking at your choices. It's almost like if you put your life, if you imagine your life being sort of like on a big sort of map or like a piece of paper or sort of like a scroll that you roll out, and everything just laying over there. And I feel for many of you, you've really, in the recent past, taken some time to really look and assess, is this what I want my life to be? Is this what I want my experience of life to be? Is this how I'd like to, to go through my days? Is this how I'd like to be defined within myself and be defined by others? It's that real sense of honesty that we sometimes, give to our life, which can be very, very challenging when you ask those really difficult questions. Is this really who I want to be? Is this what I want my life to be? And I feel for many of you, you were looking at where your life is heading going forward, and is this what I want my future to be? Which, it's very sort of challenging sometimes when we do those things, but the real value of that when we do it is that you really assess your life and you really unpack your life and you really look at it and you get that clarity for, is this what you want? And when we sometimes realize that it isn't what we want to have, we sort of open ourselves to different things, because I feel for you with the World over there, and it's incredible that you get the World and you get the Magician directly afterwards, that we realize this is not what I want my life to be. So things started to really change for you. But I feel that also you really said, this is not what I want. Maybe some really big decisions that you made. Many of you came to realize your own manifestation power, where maybe you just think about something that just happened, or you step forward and you ask for something, or you claim it in your life, and then a lot of positive things are actually coming, as a direct result of that. And for those of you that have been doing that, I'd really like to, and now I'm thinking about this hole in the sweater. Sorry. So for those of you that have been, doing that, I'd really like to say kudos, fantastic, If you haven't, that's absolutely fine. But, if you haven't for maybe whatever reason, you may be experiencing life as very overwhelming at the moment, with the Death card, with the King of Swords, with the Tower. But I feel that you're in the space where you're getting real clarity about who you actually are. And when I say real clarity about who you actually are, it's not the description of you by sort of other people's terminology of you, but this is really the real truth of who you are. And this is a wonderful time, because I feel for you now, for many of you, maybe you may be experiencing right now, life is very challenging and very overwhelming, but I feel that you're really moving into that space, Scorpio, where you're sort of coming out of the dark and into the light, where you are leaving behind those thought patterns and values and beliefs and people that didn't appreciate you, that didn't value you. I feel for many of you, you may have been at a space, especially in the recent past, which brought you to where you are, where you maybe tried to talk things out and you tried to set some reason and you tried to find that middle ground, that sort of peace and forgiveness that works for everyone. But I feel that not for many of you, let's rather put it like this, for many of you, and sometimes it's challenging in life when we get to the space where we realize that even from the greatest good, if we want to resolve the situation, and, sort of like find absolution and those things for everyone involved, sometimes some people just want to be victims. They want to stay in that space. They don't want to move forward. They don't want to get out of that space where they grow forward, and they sort of want to pull you down with their negativity. And I feel for many of you, you were just like, not going to play this game. No, 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 no. Let this boat sail and let it keep on sailing. Sorry. And so where you are at the moment, and even if you're experiencing life is very overwhelming and very challenging right now, I really want to encourage you, Scorpio, to really look at your life very objectively, and try your best to not look so much into the emotions that you are feeling, but look at the things that life are presenting to you, the things that are working out, the things that are just coming towards you, where you maybe think, oh, I'd like to do this, and how am I going to get it? And boom, suddenly like that, it just sort of works out. Look at those sort of things, because when you do, you'll see that you're coming out of a very dark space into a much lighter space. And what I like for you, especially with this King of Swords being in the center of your reading, Scorpius, that you are you're getting to a space where I feel that you can make clearer decisions, because you're not so much in that space where the other people's things were holding you back. That you're getting to see more clear. It's almost like, let's imagine that you sort of maybe, and I'm just really making an analogy over here, but let's imagine there's this interesting book that you want to read, and the information will be very valuable to you, and you don't sort of know what it is just yet, but you don't have any sort of light, so you don't have a candle or a torch or like a globe or nothing like that. So you're solely dependent on natural light. And as the sun sort of starts to come out, you're beginning to see a little bit what's happening over there. But you have to kind of do this. You have to strain your eyes to see what's happening over there. But for you, the sun is beginning to come out very centrally in your life. And you get to see things very clearly, and you really get to see things in perspective, where you can sort of very easily read the guidance that is given to you in this book. And that's what's happening a lot for many of you in your life at the moment. I do see a lot of loss. I do see a lot of pain. I do see a lot of release and letting go. But I also see a lot of unclarity that there was in your life, a lot of misperception that is being eradicated, a lot that was holding you back, people as well as circumstances. And it's that letting go there in the recent past, not, I feel that for many of you, you got the invitation where life was saying to you, oh, well, would you like to go back to the sort of experience that didn't work for you before? And a lot of you have said, no, thank you. We're honoring you, honoring myself, not for me, no, thank you. And there is very deep purging that's taking place for you at the moment. And for many of you that are feeling a lot of pain in your heart right now, that is feeling a lot of overwhelm in your heart right now, from my heart, I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much love right now from my heart. Know that this is a very temporary space. And when you see a big clearing like this, it means that there's wonderful things coming your way as well, which I can see coming your way, because I see it coming for you. I see a new beginning. I see the opportunity for you to start over in life. It doesn't obviously mean that you get completely rid of everything, but I see a beautiful opportunity for new starts for you, especially with money, how you live your life, what your life will be like a year from now. I see you going forward in a space where you really get to choose how it is that you'd like your life to be. And you yourself set that in motion in the recent past when you said, no, thank you. I'm not going to play this game again. This game is not good for me. It's not good for others. I'm going to call a mature executive sort of decision over here. And I'm going to decide I'm not going to do that. Things started to change for you. You embraced your power. There's a beautiful purging taking place for you at the moment. You're getting clarity, and all of that is taking you all of that. Remember, nothing in life, sort of just happens by chance. Yes, there's the universe and there's the planets and all those type of things which have a really profound impact on our life. But it's when we take the step that we change the dynamic of our life, and you've done that, which has brought you to the sun space where you're going forward, where in the Six of Cups, where you're getting this, I feel you're going to the space where you almost get a period of rest going forward, where you can decide what it is that you'd like your life to be like. All right. where you really get to decide. Let's clarify for you the Page of Pentacles here in your overall energy first of all. For any of you that are interested, I'm using the Triple Goddess Tarot to clarify. And I'm just waiting for a card to jump. There we go. Normally for me, that's all 4 cards. Also, what's wonderful for me, with 4 cards coming out for you, it speaks about stability. So there's a real sense of stability following in your life. And it's coming very systematically, step by step, because these 4 cards came on top of each other. There's that 7 of Wands there, clarifying your current energy. And remember in your recent past, there was the 7 of Swords. So it's really sort of turning very challenging situations that really sort of drains your mind. It's being turned around into spaces that can be cleared in your heart. Okay, so you've got the 7 of Wands. This card over here is the, how can I forget that? Oh my goodness. Wow. Strength card, Leo. Okay. And also when I sometimes forget that it also speaks about maybe the hesitancy that some of you might want to have to take the steps that you want to take. You know, you've got the 3 of Swords there as well as the 9 of Wands. So I can see that you're dealing with a lot at the moment, Scorpio. There's a lot that you are dealing with right now. But you are once again encouraged to do that inner healing, to that inner child healing, to keep your focus on yourself. Okay, your heart is beautiful, your heart is strong, and I just really see that all those things that are still holding you back, all those emotional things that are holding you back, that can maybe make you feel so sort of tired and without energy sometimes, and almost just feeling like a whole sort of like a brain dump basically that people give a person sometimes. I'm seeing you going into a space where you're moving past that, but there is an encouragement for you to do that deep inner healing, to do that childhood healing, to maybe, you know, get past that patterning that is holding you back in your life. Let's look at the Magician there in your recent past that brought you to your current energies. Such a beautiful space. Such a beautiful space for you, Scorpios. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Initially, I wanted to clarify the World for in your recent past and set me now to the Magician. And look at what is the immediate card that comes out for you there. This is the World. The World, Ace of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. So lots of swords, lots of release here for you. And I feel that in the recent past, you know, your life has beautifully, profoundly changed. You may not even be aware of it because your current energy is feeling so oppressing at the moment. But you have really started on a whole new path and a whole new life. I feel that many of you do know this. You're experiencing the flow of the universe. Not everybody, I would say, is 100% rejoicing for you, but that is okay because remember, your life is about you. Let's look at the Tower there in your current energy. This is a very profound reading because then again, just wanted to show to you, you've got the Death card there. And the clarify that came out there for you, clarifying the Tower in your current energy, is the Death card in reverse, is the Knight of Wands in reverse, and is also the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Okay, now let's just talk about that for a moment for you. For some of you, you are not seeing where you are at the moment. You're not actually realizing that this is a deep purging that's taking place. I feel for many of you, you are feeling very trapped in your life. You are not seeing that you are actually in a space where you are getting emotionally freed, where you're getting more choices and more options, and you're moving to a much better space. A lot of you are not aware of that, and for me, it's my honor to be able to tell you that. Okay. And then let's see also going forward, the energy coming towards you, how this is unfolding. Let's look at the 6 of Cups that is coming towards you, because this is a space where, Scorpio, really you are getting the opportunity to, in a loving way that really benefits everybody, to release that which is holding you back. You've got the Death card 3 times in this reading now. I'm sorry, not the Death card. The Death card twice, the Tower twice. Because with the energy coming towards you, you have got the Knight of Swords. This beautiful card over here is the Tower, and then you've got the Fool as well. All right, I just want to check something very quickly for you. This is such a profound reading. Wow. So you're going into a space, you know, so all of this sort of like clashing that many of you might be experiencing at the moment. It's a deep inner healing that gives you the opportunity, Scorpio, going forward, for you to really write your own experience of life, your own flow of life, how you'd like life to be. And it comes from you aligning here with a much, almost like a higher sense of being, you know. You are aligning with the universe, with source, where you go forward and you understand what your life purpose is. You understand what is the best thing for you. And yes, it is a little bit of an uphill battle, but I mean, to really get with the tower at the other end, what is it you're getting? There's a brand new beginning that is heading your way, a beautiful new beginning that is heading your way. How beautiful is that? You know, how beautiful is that? Claim that for yourself if that resonates with you. I'm going to draw for you an oracle card, Scorpio, to end off your reading, to wrap everything up for you. But if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting that notification bell if you do subscribe, so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. And if you're interested in learning how to read the tarot, there is also a link in the description down below for my detailed online tarot course. Okay, you can check it out. And look at this. Oh, what a beautiful way to wrap up your reading, Scorpio. It says bearing fruit. So everything that you are going through at the moment, all your hurt, all your pain, all your suffering, none of that is just happening and, you know, there's going to be no sort of fruits that is going to be bared from there. You are going to a space where your life is about to expand in a wonderful way, and all the purging and all the overwhelming and sort of like the suffering and even unfairness that many of you might be feeling at the moment, it's taking you to that wonderful, beautiful space. How beautiful is that? Right? I really hope that helps, and I will see you next week.